Hello, YouTube. Today is Monday, February 22nd, 2021 at 1:53 a.m. They are vibrating my body so badly right now. Like, they're vibrating my body so badly right now. And I have another video that I'm uploading on my phone that I did um a few hours ago. It was before 8 o'clock in the evening. I took my shower. I read the Bible, but I didn't I didn't get to do much of any I didn't get to do any excuse me, any excuse me. I didn't get to do any you know, sorry, I'm sounding stuttery and scared. I I didn't get to do any writing. Sorry, I'm stuttering. But DJ gets, I don't know what the hell his name is then. And I'm thinking about, all right, if y'all narcissistic perps and whatever fake TI perps, and even if you say you're targeted, you know, why don't you unfollow or unsubscribe from me? If you have a problem with how long my videos are, or if you have a problem with how many videos I do, or if you feel like I do too many videos and I do too many, or that my videos are too long, you know, and nobody else gets told how many videos they can do and how long their videos should be. YouTube does not give me a strike for having a certain length of videos. If you do not run YouTube, you do not run me. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 37 years old and I'm older than you. Young ass kids. If you 33 and I'm 37, or if you 28 and I'm 37, you a young kid compared to me. But yeah, people younger than me trying to order me around, tell me what to do. And I don't care if y'all call me insane, weird, and crazy. You know, so because of the vibrating and me feeling agitated, I cannot sleep. Um, so it's like the fake TI perps and regular perps try to deter me from getting help. And okay, I don't know what your name is. If your name is not DJ, then what is it? Um, so I'm gonna try to read he got an Ohio number now. 614 area code. So if your name is not DJ, and I'm just exhausted by the fact that um you come you act like you think you have authority over me and you younger than me, you know, and trying to police my life. And when I tell you fuck off and mind your business, you call me crazy. But you say you've been targeted. You're a fake TI perp that's highly narcissistic, a narcissistic abuser. I mean, if I'm gonna just call him DJ. You know, the fact that he would call me from random different phone numbers, and changing your number does not help. And then look, I don't like last year. He falsely accused me of being a hacker when I know nothing about hacking, but he had to have hacked, in order to get my phone number, and won't tell me his name, and he won't tell me his name, and he won't tell me the fact that you reprobate. If I tell you leave me alone and you won't, and stay out of my life, and you won't respect that, you have nothing to do with me, and I'm tired of y'all stressing me out with you know it's like he put in, like he said, like you're a narcissistic abuser, and you projecting your traits onto me because you're mad because you can't control me like I want. Like, I mean, you can't control me like you want. And then you reverse it on me and lie on me and say that I'm the narcissist who gets mad that I can't control you, you know, like I want. But I mean, all you narcissistic abusers lie on me and say I try to control people, but it's actually everybody trying to control my life. Because if y'all weren't in control of my life, I would have had basically the things that I wish for and the things that I dream for. You know, I probably would have been getting ready to go to work in several hours. But nah, y'all have me blacklisted. And y'all illogically expect me to make it with nothing. So one way a narcissistic abuser tells on themselves, they tell on themselves by projecting their dirty deeds onto you. And then they like it's like when they point at you and say you're negative, that's they're basically telling you that about themselves. You want everybody credit to you, you're pointing at yourself, you know. So he tried to, I mean, because I thought it was a different person, because usually he called me from Chicago area code phone numbers. So he called me from a Columbus, Ohio phone number. I thought 614 area code was I thought that was Cincinnati. Um but I guess it's Columbus from what I saw on Google. But he tried to say, "Wow, you are so damn no, you a narcissistic abuser. It's you who's self-centered, not me." So he tried to make me out to look like such a pathetic loser, and then he tried to act like as if he want me to deny Jesus Christ. That's his new thing now. So he tried to say, you know, and before y'all want to talk about me being a constant complainer and stuff, or that I should ignore him, since he's a repeat offender, I'm building my paper trail. I'm building my paper trail of the stalking and harassment that he's doing to me. Stalking and harassment that he's doing, and bullying. You know, you don't have the authority or the right to comment on my life. And so, and if you wanted me out of Pensacola so bad, why don't you send me the funds to help me out or help me to go where you are? But nah, you expect me to freaking you know take my own money to go out there, my own SSI and Social Security check, and y'all can give me all the freaking you know backlash and act like you don't believe me. But I'm showing y'all. Well, you can't see this, but he said, I mean, he just mad. I'm tired of being stressed out, and it seems like he wants to contact me once every month or every 2 months. Um, and it's like I'm exhausted. He's making me not even want to have a phone anymore. And if all y'all who are disgusted with me, you know, be glad I don't have a phone. And then no more evidence to record, and then you'll see my fucking ass on the news dead. And I mean, where are the real targeted individuals to understand where I'm coming from? I thought that's what the TI community was for, a big support group, rather than trying to trying to shut everybody down and make everybody shut up. Just because it's not in your taste, I mean, just because you feel like you self-righteously do, a 15-minute video every 6 months, then you make it like I have to do what you do. If I choose to do 8 videos a day, then, let me do that. If you got a problem with it, then you don't have to be subscribed to me. You weren't a real supporter anyway, or a real friend anyway. And not all my videos are long, but I've been doing long videos because like the 3 hour videos, excuse me, because I have my laptop right now. But y'all just want to try to find ways to shut me up. And then y'all say y'all targeted, but y'all act like as if me doing a lot of videos that I'm crazy and abnormal for doing so many videos. But y'all were the main ones begging me to not shut down my social media and YouTube. And then say that if I shut down everything, then, oh, you're letting them win. So, DJ, he wants me to deny Jesus Christ and sell my soul to the devil, and he wants to try to lure me into human trafficking and sacrifice. I don't I refuse to have somebody younger than me be my handler. And Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And he's sitting there, these narcissistic perks, they sit there and mock my Christian beliefs. And then they manipulate everybody into believing them over me. And it's like, he doesn't have to do all this. He tries to say, wow, you are so damn self-centered that, now you tell me stop calling people names, but at the same time, you tell me stop calling people names, but then at the same time, it's okay for you to just talk down to me like an abusive husband and like you own me. You have nothing to do with me. Don't try to control or police how I live my life. Like he said, wow, you are so damn self-centered that you don't think about nobody but yourself. You take the simplest things for granted. You can see, walk, talk, feel, taste, smell, etc. Most people can't do those things. You a damn lie. He said, and then he put in all caps. He put the see, walk, talk, feel, taste, smell, etc. in all caps. And then he put in all caps, he said, stop complaining and start living your damn life. Get a man, get a friend, get a support animal, get somebody. Also, it's no one's responsibility to always help you or take care of you. Well, why you want to take care of me? You want to take control over me. He offered me to come stay by him, but then refused to last year, but then refused to tell me what his name is, and then get mad when I reject his offer. He trying to say it's no one's responsibility to always help you or take care of you. Well, give me a fucking job then. But then you'll be the type to have me blacklisted and make sure I don't work. Make sure you see to it that I'm blocked from working. So then he said, if you want somebody to help you, you need to help them in return. I already know that. I'm not stupid. I'm not retarded. I'm not slow. I was paying Janet $400 to stay over there. And what she did, she could have had me sacrificed. Is there any wonder why I don't trust no fucking body? Being a real targeted individual, you don't trust no fucking body. So DJ, you lied to me and said that you were a targeted individual, and lie and say that you were shot by the police, shot in the leg by the police. So if you were targeted, you will sympathize and understand what I'm going through, my struggle. You call yourself voodoo gods. And so he said, he talks to me like I'm really fucking dumb and slow, and I got a bachelor's degree. He's trying to say, if you want somebody to help you, you need to help them in return. If someone offers you to come stay with them, take the offer if it seems reasonable and safe. You damn sure ain't reasonable and safe, because and this same guy back in November tried to call me up and try to talk all sexual. And I'm like, who is this? Like, and you're getting on my fucking nerves not telling me who you are. and he treat me like I don't have like not a fucking lick of sense. And I'm not gonna have any more relationships with people like a repeat of the foster mom, or yet worse than what the foster mom put me through. You know, in the previous video that I did that I'm uploading now, this is gonna definitely upload before that one. In the previous video, I broke down into tears and was crying in that video, talking about being blocked from homelessness. So he tried to say you paying someone $200 a month isn't bad. Well, I do not trust living with anybody. I prefer my own space and by myself. And I didn't even like dealing with living with Janet and couldn't get any peace because they're retarded idiots who freaking blast their TV so loud. I don't want to live with anybody who's conformed to the world and have a TV in their house or blast loud music or any of that. And I don't want to try to control your space or make you feel like you gotta you know I don't want you to feel like you gotta you know switch things around for me in your own house. I don't want to make a person feel like they gotta switch their comfort around just for me. And that's another reason why I just prefer to be by myself, because I don't want to go in somebody else's space and make them feel uncomfortable and take away their comfort zone. At least I have enough respect for that. He's trying to say, oh, you paying someone $200 a month isn't bad. They'll be able to save money, and so will you. After about 6 months, you may be able to buy a car. Not with no doggone $800 a month. I mean, $814. I can't even get an apartment with that money. How the hell am I gonna get a car with that money? I can't even get an apartment or a place to live with that money, unless it was low income, like paying like under $200 a month on Section 8. Trying to say, oh, after about 6 months you may be able to buy a car and move into your own place. Well, show me somebody that's not a perp. And he said, you can't say, yes I can, because I'm an adult. Yes, I can say I want to be by myself. I have that right to say I want to be by myself. And he's making all these false assumptions about me. And mind your fucking business. Leave me alone. Stay out of my life. Just like Shit's Yacht Team K. She's older than me, but she's immature enough like she's younger than me. So I'm gonna have that attitude like she's younger than me. If bullying is not mature. So then he said, you can't say, oh, I want to be by myself, but then want to sit online begging and trying to get over on people. I'm not trying to get over on anybody, but that has nothing to do with you. It's none of your damn business. You're not trying to help. I know what you're about. You're a deceiver. You call yourself voodoo gods. You won't tell me what your name is. How the fuck am I supposed to trust that you're trying to help me or have my best interests at heart? You're trying to kill me. You want me to die. That's why you speak so horribly and so harsh about me. You're a womanizer. And if you wanted me that bad, why the fuck you don't come down here to Pensacola? You ain't gonna do that. And if you do come down here to Pensacola or try to come where I'm at, I'm gonna call the police on you. So, that's the false narrative that the fake TI perp cult community and the regular perps have about me, that I'm constantly trying to get over on people and that I beg so much. Other targeted individuals put up their Cash App, GoFundMe, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it again, they put up their Cash App, GoFundMe, and PayPal and get support and get help. And then this is where he also lies. When he said, you say that you don't want to be bothered, but when you need something, you want to hop online and be bothered to ask people to help you stay in a hotel. That's not how I'm doing, But you want to act like you admit that you don't watch my videos every day. So you don't have the authority or the right to comment on another person's life, what they're going through, and I'm older than you. He said you're asking them this while most people are losing money and losing loved ones in the middle of this pandemic. I can't believe that you believe this, that's real, that this so-called pandemic is real. You're supposed to be woke. That really takes nerve. No, you really take nerve by trying to dictate the life of a fucking stranger. You a sick, weird ass creep. You a sick creep. And then try to say, you can huff and puff and talk shit in your little imaginary land all you want to about me and others who have tried to help you. No, try to control me and try to lure me and set me up for sacrifice. Nobody cares about you blocking them. Well, if you didn't care, why you keep getting a new phone number and a whole different area code? If you didn't care, why do you keep harassing and trying to contact me? I don't know you at all. But this sick guy, he's treating me like as if he treats me like an abusive ex-boyfriend that's trying to get me back. That's how he's acting towards me. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't even know his name. I mean, if I go to the police, they're not going to do anything. I mean, but I'm showing y'all, the TI community, his pattern of harassment. And in case anything would fucking happen to me, I'm not going up there. I'm not going to Ohio. I'm not going to Chicago. I'm not going to Wisconsin. I'm back to Wisconsin. I'm not going up north. I'm not going to Pennsylvania. I'm not going to Arizona. And then he said, you can block people all you want. You're only blocking your own blessings. But didn't last two or three times you act like you're trying to talk me into making a deal and trying to get me to sell my soul to the devil, trying to get me to sell out. And so you get more increasingly abusive the more I turn you down and reject you. I'm not doing anything wrong. And so his words was, and the only reason why I gave this the time of the day, because I didn't know it was him. It was an unfamiliar and different phone number, and I thought it was another professed targeted individual from that same area code that, I thought that she changed her number and then tried to call me. So he tried to say that, wait, hold on, I'm coming. If everyone that you ask for money asks you to help them in return with $200 a month for you living with them, what will you say? I lived with Janet for a month. She threw me out. And she was the one trying to, she sacrificed her family sacrificed her own brother. I didn't know they were Masonic. So y'all treat me like something's wrong with me for keeping my guard up and being careful. But DJ, you're not trying to help me because you act like you can use your harsh words to try, hoping that you can try to push me to suicide. You don't care, and you just being abusive and putting me down. So then, he said, if everyone that you ask for money asks you to help them in return with $200 a month for you living with them, what will you say? Will you accuse them of being gang stalkers and perps as well because they need help also? See how they falsely accuse me of trying to falsely assume that I'm trying to live a totally free life off of people? And word for word, everything he's saying in this lecture sounds exactly word for word what my twin sister would say. See, that ambulance is trying to distract me from what I'm trying to say. He said, are you going to turn them down, Miss Almighty Candy? Now you have a right to know my name, but I don't have a right to know your identity. This is scary. This is creepy, and I'm crying out for help. That you're a human trafficker and you're a criminal. Newsflash, you're not the only one going through stuff out here. Well, why the hell you being insensitive towards targets if you claim to be targeted yourself? And he would yell at me and get abusive towards me the first phone conversation and falsely accuse me of being a hacker. But I didn't know it was him. And it's like he kept sending me repeated abusive messages back to back. But he treat me like as if he's my ex-boyfriend, as if the relationship ended in a bitter breakup. And then he tried to talk about back in November, I guess Pensacola is your pimp. Because he called me and I didn't know who that was, and it's like he's making me want to just get rid of my phone altogether. But I'm scared because then that would make me more vulnerable to attacks. And, I feel like my phone and stuff is my protection. So y'all keep making your comments about me doing too many videos. But this is my protection. And it's helping keeping me stronger. I would be all over the place and helpless if I didn't have my protection with me. And here's he go trying to mock my faith, saying, and also if you believe in Jesus so much, stop crying and complaining about what you're going through. Jesus must want you to go through all this bad shit. If you want to complain about the life, and then he put in quotes, he has given you, then stop believing in him. You're making yourself look stupid anyway with that white man. You're making yourself look stupid anyway with that white man religion. You're making yourself look stupid anyway with that white man religion. Well, okay, tell me something. I'm black. What makes you any less oppressive than what, you call yourself? If you act like you a delusional handler and slave owner, you a human trafficker, what makes you better than the white man? What makes you better than him? If you oppress your own kind, why the fuck do you care what, who I worship? Let me worship Jesus by myself. You don't have the authority or the right to comment on that. You go exercise your fake right to worship Satan. And you try to say those damn religions are nothing but cults. Being a Bible believer, you don't necessarily have to be part of any of those denominations. Jesus is in our hearts, not in a building, not in a denomination. I don't serve a building or a denomination. A building made with man's hands. Excuse me. They're all fake. Yeah, the majority of religions are, they're all cults. A lot of cults out there, but there are a lot of false religions and denominations. But the Bible talks about pure and undefiled religion. That's the one true religion right there, is the pure and undefiled religion of believing. And I'm not going to deny my faith in Jesus Christ before men. I may be going through a lot and I feel weak and helpless, but I know who I believe in. I believe that. I'm going to say it right here. I know that in the Bible, I believe what the scriptures tell me, that Jesus died on the cross, was buried, and then rose on the third day. He died on the cross for our sins. He died on the cross to save us from sins. Jesus Christ, he died on the cross to save us from sins. And Then he was buried for 3, and then on the third day he rose, and then he was seen on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and then he ascended into heaven to sit on the right hand of God until judgment. And the Holy Spirit is used now, to convict us of our sins, you know. But me exposing you is not complaining. Me exposing how wicked you are, that's not complaining. Me exposing any of us targeted individuals, exposing this program is not being a constant complainer. That's and so then here he go. White people are laughing at dumbass blacks who still believe in that stay on the plantation religion. Black people don't need no damn religions. Because you want to be my religion, and you're just jealous as fuck. You're very jealous that you're mad because I won't give you any attention. You know. And here he go. He's a freaking new ager. We have enough problems going on just by being black. Yeah, here come the new age. He put it in all caps. Focus on your third eye. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right there, DJ. I'm glad that I did not make that mistake. Because I'm calling myself researching the truth and Illuminati and stuff. And I'm glad I did not activate my third eye. I'm glad I didn't do it. So I'm glad, maybe, thank you, Jesus, for, even though I wasn't a Christian yet or a believer then, but I'm just glad that I never activated that Kundalini serpent. And that might be why your ass is reprobate and abusive. And you think you're a voodoo god. Golden eagle eye or something like that, he said. Golden eye 6 or something. I don't remember what he said. So he said, fuck that white Jesus shit. It's just another form of mind control. Okay. Well, you being abusive towards me? You're a mind controller. See how he's doing everything is all mixed up and twisted? He's like another Tony White. He's like another Tony White, but so then he said, answer me this. Okay, he said, answer me this. How has praising Jesus worked out for you? Simply look in the mirror and ask yourself that question. Look around you and look at your life and yourself and answer that question. Nobody is saying worship the devil. Yes, you are. Nobody is saying worship but you're trying to get, you even last month or the month before, you were trying to act like you were trying to convince me into selling out. Nobody is saying worship the devil. Yes, you are. I'm just saying believing in some invisible white guy is not going to help you. And so I kept asking him, who is this? And he just kept ignoring me. I kept saying, who is this? And the messages were shooting out really fast like this. And so he said, it's a new year and time to, he put in all caps, think new. Time is running out. You telling me time is running out? There you go, trying to act like you're trying to get me to make a quick decision to sell my soul and sell out. Time is running out. You haven't even had a chance to live a nice and happy, fun life. It's the same shit every day with you. I look up targeted individuals every once in a while to see how they're doing. Why? And you're not targeted. Some of them are doing very well. Some have deleted their channels. Some have gone AWOL. So if you were a real targeted individual, you would know that we're in this program until we die. We're in this program for life. So I don't know why you're saying that targeted individuals, any targeted individual is doing well because they sold out. Any targeted individual who deleted their channel, I mean, well, maybe it's like if you delete your channel then, and you just decide that you just don't want to talk about targeting no more, then that's fine too, as long as still being targeted and you haven't sold out, you know. So he thinks that, I'm a loser for being targeted for the rest of my life. That, that I'm just pathetic for being targeted for the rest of my life. I can't handle a small penis inside my coochie. I don't think I can handle 30 big ones in one night. With the human sex trafficking. So he might be monitoring and watching me and stuff. And he tried to say, and like, I look up targeted individuals every once in a while, excuse me, to see how they're doing. Some of them are finally doing well. Some have deleted their channels. Some have gone AWOL. And then there's you. Well, why you act like you want to be my man, but then you act like I'm just so, like as if I'm so disgusting to you. You know. He said, then there's you doing the same shit over and over again. LOL. Calling everybody perps and devil worshippers because they don't agree with you or baby you or walk on eggshells around you. Yeah, that's all y'all narcissistic perps say the same thing. He falsely accused me of being a perp within less than 5 seconds of being on the phone. Immediately we got on the phone for the first conversation, and he yelled at me and falsely accused me of being a hacker when, you motherfucker, you've been hacking me. And so he said, and then he put in all caps, get a damn life, Candy. Fix your hair. See, narcissistic abuse, vanity, fix your hair. All right, I'm going to fix my hair. I'm going to cut it all off. Talking about fix your hair. I don't have the money to fix my hair. I don't have the money to get my hair fixed. Never really did. Never had it like that. Remember I told y'all I lived most of my adulthood, well, even childhood too. Yeah. So I'm living the majority of my life making receiving less than $750 a month. And now it's like, I'll say less than $850 a month. So he said, get a damn life, Candy. Fix your hair. Go to the gym. Stop eating all. Wait, hold on. Stop eating all that damn junk food and getting fat. I don't eat a whole lot of junk food, but I eat what I can afford. Whatever budget, whatever I can afford. And me going to fake Walmart, I try to get whatever fruits and vegetables and stuff that I can afford. Last time, unfortunately, I could not afford fresh fruits and vegetables and only a few canned fruits and vegetables. And then, I figured I knew I was going to be here until Tuesday, which is tomorrow morning, saying stop eating all that junk food and getting fat. So, but it's okay for you can call me out my name and say all this verbal abuse and psychological and mental abuse and insults and everything like that, and you're a black guy talking to a black female like this. I wish that another black guy would come and check you and check the other fake TI perp Tony White. I wish that another black brother would come and put y'all in y'all place for disrespecting a black sister. If you want me to stop eating junk food, it's like I don't have enough money to eat the kind of healthy that I want to eat. And food prices are going up. Can't really get anything healthy much at Dollar Tree. The only healthy food you can get at Dollar Tree is maybe some nuts. Like, some packaged nuts or something. And they might not even be all that healthy. Nothing, hardly anything, at Dollar Tree is healthy. So it's like See how they making it like as if I have more than enough money to, you know, live decent, and that I would have enough money to get my hair fixed and better clothes and stuff like that. And then they're trying to insinuate that I'm living like this by choice, you know. And then he said, stop wearing big ass grandma dresses with gym shoes. LOL. You tell me last summer stop calling people names and call me immature and tell me I need to grow up? But then here you sitting here insulting me and putting me down. Stop wearing big ass grandma dresses and and with gym shoes. I mean, I wish there's a way I can get this guy criminalized for treating me like this, for this harassment and doing this to me. And then he said, you are too damn young to be weak. Well, didn't you tell me I was damn near 40 years old last year? I was not even 37 yet, and you told me, oh, you're damn near 30 years old. I mean, you damn near 40 years old. Stop acting like stop stumping around like a big baby. Yeah, so he said you are too damn young to be weebling and wobbling down the street like an old grandmama. And then he put the crying, laughing emoji. Then he said, "Wake up in the morning with a purpose." Well, you're the one. Your abusive words drive people to not want to have a freaking purpose in life, and it's like you intentionally trying to drive people to want to give up on life, like, you know. But that's why I block you, so that you can't get in my head. But I'm exposing your pattern of harassment. But you're not gonna succeed at getting me killed. You're not. I mean, you're not gonna succeed at getting me to get locked up in a mental institution or kill myself. You don't have power over me. Get thee behind me, Satan. So then, wake up in the morning with a purpose and get yourself together. Network with like-minded people. Well, how? And you're isolated. Nobody want to be around you. I mean, nobody want to be around me. I'm isolated. How can I network with anybody in this gang stalking program? They cut off our contacts and networks. We targeted individuals can't even get along, and we all fighting each other, pointing the finger, calling each other perp, when both of y'all legitimate TIs who been just mind controlled and brainwashed and hating each other. you know. So he said, network with like-minded people. Like y'all try to make it like this is so easy. Network with like-minded people and don't shut them off because they don't agree with you on some stuff or don't believe in all the stuff you don't believe in. I have a right to believe in Jesus Christ. Didn't y'all tell me everybody people have a right to work for Satan if he wants to? I mean that people have a right to work for Satan if they want to. Why don't I have a right to work for Jesus if I want to? I have the gospel. My Truth DVD for Christians, and all my videos. I post that too, and I'm working on part 4. Whenever I can find that fake IDM, the original video for the fake IDMR code, I'm gonna put. Then that will be the final. Final. Me finalizing the that portion of part 4, and it's very help like got on. Even look at the other in my description boxes on my Google Drive, the description box of a lot of Christian resources and information exposing the truth about the New World Order and how the world operates and stuff. Me trying to get that out there, me just sharing what I research. I've been trying to help people out too, but then y'all manipulate the false narrative, lying and saying that I'm just a taker and not a giver. I've been giving back on my videos too, with trying to give information. I try to entertain y'all with some of my fiction short stories and stuff like that, So then he said it's called networking, like to progress in life, not fully relating to progress in life. This is your life, sweetheart. And right now it ain't worth the damn Mexican food stamp. You saying my life ain't worth the damn Mexican food stamp? You trying to make like I'm that like people in my everyday life, they're cruel and abusive, but they ain't like this. Come on, like you better hurry up and get it together before it's too late. You're too damn young and smart to be going through all this shit. You gotta trust somebody. No, I'm not trusting somebody. I don't. I'm not trusting somebody who you won't tell me what your name is. You won't tell me who you are. You scare me, and you younger than me. you know. So doesn't this sound like a coercive way to try to act like you're trying to force me to sell my soul, trying to force me to sell out? Oh, you finally found me. So then he said, and also I hope that you're not leaving important stuff out in the open when you leave the hotel. Oh, wow, you're trying to give the perps more ideas, aren't you? You know, and if I do whether I do that or not, that's none of your business. Trying to say like food, drinks, or your laptop. People could be sneaking in your room and putting stuff in your food to make you tired or restless or make you get easily irritated. They could also install secret apps into your laptop to hack it and monitor it. I already knew all this. I mean, and then you want to try to front like you care about me. and And he said, and you already know it's secret cameras in the rooms. That's a no-brainer. Well, you can go ahead and block me now like you always do. I'll look up targeted individuals again in a few months. 2 months is not a few months, dummy. Just to see how everyone's doing. Why do you care about how we're doing? Like as if you act like you think you have the authority to make your rounds. You're not my handler. And I guarantee you, like he said, and I guarantee that you're gonna be going through the same shit. And then he used the face palm, maybe even worse. We'll see. And I said again, who is this? and so then he said, hopefully you take some of this advice, Candy. Also, stop wasting time making long ass videos on YouTube. I can't talk faster because of my sleep deprivation and my stroke history. And and my all the damage, the neurological damage that I've also had by foster care experimentation. So he trying to say, my videos are not made for you. They're not. My videos are not made for perps. My videos are made, to try to, be, I thought that the TI community was a support group where we can just air everything out, all our frustrations, and be supportive of each other and stuff like that. But how the hell we all angels and stuff, and we supposedly all quote unquote paranoid and distrusting of each other? So he said, talk faster and keep the videos around 10 to 12 minutes long. I don't have to. I don't have to. I do what I want. I do what I want. You don't have that authority to make restrictions on me. You're younger than me. Stay in your place, little child. Talk faster and keep the videos around 10 to 12 minutes later. Save your long talking dialogues for your audiobooks where you can actually get paid to talk. Well, I already got books and they're not being sold that much. Only a few people. Audiobooks are more profitable nowadays for an amateur author. Yeah, you talk like you think you're so much knowledgeable, like you got so much wisdom and common sense. But you're a fool in God's eyes. I'm not going to call you a fool because it's, it's a sin, for us to call each other a fool. But narcissistic abusers always call you a fool. But I'm saying God looks at you as a fool because you're wise in your own conceit and you need to humble yourself. You're arrogant and stuff like that. You mad because you want to replace Jesus in my life. You want me to idolize you. And he said, So you may want to start making audiobooks. Well, I stutter too much for audiobooks. And they would get like y'all get disgusted with me on my freaking YouTube. Simply do a Google search on how to get started. And then he put in all caps, take this advice, Candy, you'll thank me later. Or just keep going on in a sad, miserable circle while everybody else is living their lives and having fun. Take the advice and take care. Well, I'm surprised you encouraged me to get a fucking car when other narcissistic abusers think I shouldn't drive. you know, and so I said, who is this? And he said, it doesn't even matter who this is. Take the advice or keep going in circles. Yeah, narcissistic abusers always use that phrase, going in circles. And I said, you narcissistic asshole coward, mind your fucking business. Stop texting me and leave me the hell alone. You're mad because you want to try to human traffic me. You're mad because you want to try to human traffic me and sacrifice me and try to get me to sell my soul. He said, good God, you're slow. Well, didn't you just tell me I'm a very smart woman? Now he said, good God, you're slow. I said, I refuse to take your abuse. And then he said, I'm going to record this and post it. You can't even take advice. Just weird. You must be chipped. An MK Ultra project. Never mind. You're now blocked. But everyone will see this. You're turning down sound advice and being selfish. Just weird. No, I have a right to protect myself. You know, you better leave me alone. I think he's being used to try to get me to sell out. And this guy, he's dangerous. Now let me refresh. Let me go back to last year. And hold on, wait, no, hold on, wrong email. You know, and that's one thing. The fake TI perks, they play both sides. I'm pretty sure y'all already know that. Hold up. Hold up. All right. So he used to call himself Golden Eye 006 and had a picture of Tupac. So hold on, come on. All right, trying to yeah. So he threatened, and now he calls himself Voodoo Gods. Let me try to this is his account right here. Now you don't have any videos on me trying to threaten me. You know. Ooh, that's still too bright. Oh no. Can you see that? This is his account right here. He used to call himself Golden Eye 006. You see, I have him blocked. So there you go, letting you know that you do not rule me. Let me turn the light back on. So back July 20th, 2020, he said, first of all, stop calling people names. You're damn near 40 years old and stumping around on the streets like a big baby. The name calling isn't even necessary. Well, what you did to me was not even necessary. Trying to be self-righteous and hypocritical. Secondly, you need to stop crying, complaining, and threatening to delete your social media accounts. Well, they're gone now. If you're gonna delete them, then simply delete them. Plus, your mind is stuck on repeat. You're on a hamster wheel going nowhere by your own choice. I've seen plenty of people in your comments who have offered for you to come stay with them rent free. That's a damn lie. No, the rent free is them trying to bait me and try to lure me to human trafficking and sacrifice. You know, trying to say, you know, me going living with a whole bunch of strangers out of state. What can you? I mean, all the things that you can do to me, and then if I do get murdered or get and seriously injured or get raped, then I'm gonna get called the fool. I'm gonna get called stupid. You want me to stick my videos? I mean, to 10 to 12 minutes? Well, it's almost an hour. I'm exposing your ass. So he tried to say, and he even tried to offer me to come stay by there, but I'm not gonna go stay by a dude. You a guy, and I don't know you. I don't know. I haven't seen a picture of you. You won't tell me what your name is. I'm not going to stay by you. Excuse me. So I've seen plenty of people in your comment. That's not plenty. I've seen plenty of people in your comments who have offered for you to come stay with them rent free. Family should be doing that. Stranger, not strange. Family should be doing that, because I tell you something. My family members have strangers, been living with them for free, while they leave their own fucking sister on the fucking streets. Y'all know who y'all are. And then you try to justify it by my quote unquote bad behavior and being crazy and unbearable and stuff. Because I'm not on the same program as y'all. You try to say, well, you can save money and get your own place, and you turn them down because y'all either regular perps or narcissistic fake TI perps who want total control over me. And so, I've I've seen a few people suggest that you move up north where the rent is cheaper. I can't deal with cold weather. Where the rent is cheaper and you'll have a better chance at getting your own place, and you turn that down. I cannot deal with cold weather. I cannot deal with cold weather. Because then, first thing is, y'all know how these perp landlords are. If I freaking had to deal with it in Los Angeles, imagine if I was in Chicago, and if I was having a problem like what I'm having now, this heater blowing cool air, and then the landlord ignore me or refuse. I mean, if they dodge and ignore all my calls or refuse to fix, and then it's not their fault if I die in my own house, if I freeze to death in my own house. It's not the landlord's fault. That's another reason why I don't trust going up north. Or what if I have to be out on the streets up north? I've seen all that snow, even been through all that snow. So please understand what I'm trying to say. The reason why I do not trust up north. In warmer weather, like this southern weather right here, I also, even though dealing with sleep deprivation, like in warmer weather, like around the 60s and 70s, I actually get to sleep better, more relaxed and sleep better. Even here in Pensacola, if the weather's in the 30s and the 40s, I cannot sleep because it's too cold. So, and he tried to tell me that I have to leave Pensacola. I mean, that I have to leave Florida, and that, that I deserve as a punishment to live up north. So I'm turning down attempts, human trafficking attempts. That's what I'm turning down. I'm turning down human trafficking attempts. Please understand that. Please fucking take me seriously. Please fucking listen to me. Whoever's watching this, please fucking listen. Please listen to me. Please understand what I'm talking about. So then he said, you have an SSI income that most targeted individuals don't even have. Well, they get to work and they sitting in their pretty cars and just, they can sit in their pretty cars and talk about their targeting. They at least they have a fucking roof over their head, and they get to have a job and work. Y'all got something that I wish I could have, my own job. So it goes both ways, you know. I never asked to be on Social Security and SSI in the first place. And why y'all narcissistic perps act like y'all extra interested in, my finances and my income, trying to police and control that. If DJ, I mean, if you really want to help me, you know, it's like you never donated a fucking penny, you know, and you'll be the type of person to slander me and encourage people to not hire me on a job. You're the type of person who will bitch slap a female. I don't trust you. You're dangerous. How are you running free? Because if you act the way you do, I see why you got shot by the police. And yeah, I said it. Even though I hate them motherfuckers, but I hate you too. Trying to say you have an SSI income that most targeted individuals don't even have, and you're still complaining. You're acting like a big baby and accusing everybody of being perps and gang stalkers. Well, you damn sure are. I don't accuse everybody, but that's what y'all perps say because y'all have a guilty conscience. When it seems like some are genuinely trying to, no, they're not. That y'all not genuinely trying to help because y'all genuinely trying to abuse and control. Y'all ain't trying to help nothing. All right. You're acting like a big baby and accusing everybody of being perps and gang stalkers when it seems like some are genuinely trying to help you. You're simply your own worst enemy. Yeah, narcissistic abusers always try to bully, harass, and lecture you about being your own worst enemy. And I didn't realize then that he was trying to get me to sell out. You are your own worst. You are simply your own worst enemy, and are so busy getting in your own way. I've even reached out to try to help you, trying to abuse and control me. See, narcissistic abusers don't know what help is. You trying to convince me to sell my soul to the devil and deny Jesus Christ before men? That's not trying to help me. Jesus is our helper. So I've even reached out to try to help you and was blocked by you. Cause you won't tell me who you are. And you deserve to be blocked by me. Just weird. Grow the hell up. Act like a damn adult and learn how to take sound advice without being offended and overly sensitive. You stop being abusive. And then he put in all caps, your way of doing things is not working. If you don't want to listen to good advice from people who take the time out of their day to give it to you, then you deserve whatever bad is happening to you. I've seen a lady tell you about resources and places in Ohio that's cheap. Again, I'm not going where it's cold. I don't have to take every bit of advice offered to me. Not like all advice is not good advice. I seen no, you that guy from Wisconsin talking about I seen a guy in Wisconsin. That's you because you called me from Wisconsin and you the same person. So how you gonna say I seen a guy in Wisconsin like you're talking outside of yourself? Because no other person tried to get me to go to Wisconsin other than you on that phone conversation. You're the same person. I only talked to him on the phone like maybe once or twice. And so I seen a guy from Wisconsin in the comments say something about helping you get on your feet and you saving money. No, that was my phone conversation with you. You told me over the phone that we had a phone conversation and you were trying to tell me to go up there and then save money. So why are you trying to gaslight and confuse me? I know. So he said I seen a guy from California give you some great advice. Excuse me, give you some great advice about where he lived and how he was targeted, but was doing better now living in Mexico. No, because this program follow you everywhere you go, and I'm not gonna believe you if you lie and say, "Oh, there's no gang stalking here." They're trying to lure you in. They're trying to lure you. So then he said, eventually targeted individuals will look at you as a fake. Well, y'all already did that. Y'all fake TI perps reversing it on me and projecting and falsely calling me fake. Trying to say eventually targeted individuals. Well, I exposed that about Vice Handler bragging about ruining my reputation in the TI community. I already exposed that in my videos. So I know I'm real. Y'all see what I'm going through and stuff like that. But this guy is trying to make me turn, and he's not going to succeed. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. I will never sell my soul. I'm never going to sell out. And then the more I talk about the selling out thing, that's the more they keep getting mad at me for speaking against sell. Because they mad because they're guilty of their decision that they were formerly targeted, and then they were weak enough to turn into a perp. You know. So he said eventually targeted individuals will look at you as a fake and will spread the word around to everybody else. Well, that's been happened. And y'all fake TI perps, that's y'all job to get paid to pretend to be one of us and then gaslight and discredit us. You know. And he said if a person really needs help, they're gonna take whatever help that they can get. Can't trust everybody in this program, especially if it's coming from a good place. How you know if it's good? You're just a big baby who's stuck on a loop. Grow up. Yeah, shit's 18K, the perp stars 15K, the narcissistic abuser. She said the same thing. Grow up. And narcissistic abusers always trying to bully, harass, and lecture me about how I need to compromise. You won't compromise. So why see he act like he's trying to help me, but narcissistic abusers, when they say, "Oh, I'm just trying to help you," no, they're trying to control you and trying to mold you to their liking and still never satisfied because they want to they're Luciferians who trying to play God. You stay. I mean, so he said, grow up, learn how to compromise, and learn how to make big decisions for your future before it's too late. Time is not on everyone's side. And then he threw up the peace sign like this. So what am I doing wrong? I mean, well, don't I have a right to choose my occupation? But the perps want to make sure my books don't get sold. I mean, they want to make sure my books don't get sold, and they want to make sure I get no support, no help, none of that. Because even though it's a little frustrating, and especially when I'm sleep deprived, I love my writing, and that's something I know that I can do. So I mean, it's now 3:01 a.m. and I'm still up. You know, some people might be like, well, just ignore him. Well, how can I ignore him if he keeps coming from different phone numbers? Different phone numbers. And I don't know how he got this number because they say being a targeted individual, it doesn't do any good to get a new phone number or a new phone because they'll try to, they'll hack that too. And he's blocked. He's blocked. And so he threatened to put me out. And y'all already have destroyed my reputation and slandered me and lied on me and stuff. And see, so they think it's insane for you to prefer to go through this torture, even though it's unbearable. But for you to prefer to go through this torture than to, have a quick sellout. And that fake deal that Alex offered for me to be a prostitute for 6 months and then be set for life, yeah, my life will end after that 6 month contract. I don't trust that. And fuck Adam Sandler and fuck Alex and fuck damn, what's his freaking name? Howard Stern. You know, Satan, the devil himself trying to get Jesus to sell out. How arrogant, you know. Read Luke chapter 4 in the King James version of the Bible. You know, and it's like I'm not a know-it-all. I still have more growing to do as a Christian. I admit I know that I have more growing to do and more healing from my past traumas and abuse. And it takes time. Healing takes time. And just because you were able to heal faster from whatever you went through does not mean that I ought to be just healed like that. You know, different healing takes different time. You know, and how do I, deprogram for any MK Ultra? Well, some people do say that the only way to deprogram from MK Ultra or whatever is, break away from any control freaks, handlers, abusers, and, read the Bible, pray, and fast. But since I was abused with that fasting, is the reason why, I mean, with Lisa Ruby, is pretty much the reason why. I mean, I'm kind of somewhat ready yet now, but still feeling kind of held back from fasting. And it's difficult to try to have time by yourself and have a moment. Like, it's more difficult when you're homeless on the streets. And it's like me having to move around a lot, being homeless on the streets is I'll probably, if I'm supposed to be fasting, they vibrated me so bad. If I'm supposed to be fasting, I'll end up, probably collapsing and falling out in the middle of the street. And so, I do strive to eat healthy when I have, if I have enough money. But, I don't be eating much fast food or anything like that. It's been over a year since I had McDonald's. And only that one time, New Year's, because that lady gave me that card and that $10 gift card. And I'm like, I see why I don't go to McDonald's no more, because they fucking rude as hell. The employees, and very disrespectful at fast food. Oh, I'm so sorry. They freaking vibrated me really bad, torturing me. And you know what? Yesterday, me trying to upload one of my videos on a computer now had been taking double the time and been slower. Because this being an hour and almost 15 minutes video, usually that would have took like about an hour and a half to upload. But the video I did the other day, it took me, 3 hours. I mean, yesterday. But how come other targeted individuals don't have a limit of how many videos to do and how long they want their videos to be? Most professed targeted individuals are selling out and taking deals now. Taking perk deals. But I'm trying as best as I can. I'm trying to persevere. So if y'all lied on me and say I sold out and that I'm a perp, here is proof that I'm still being targeted. Now I still never sold out because they're still trying to get me. Why you want me so bad now? So that's what you consider childish? and a mental patient if you don't sell out, if you don't sell your soul. Then the name of the game is if you sell your soul to the devil, that's when you're mentally normal with sense. And it's like they treat you like being a targeted individual. They treat you like you're not welcome in society, not allowed in society. And, and like you're not worthy to deserve to be human. And then when you try to stand up for your rights to be treated equally, then they reverse it on you and lie and say that you are a narcissist who's spoiled and entitled and demanding special treatment. But God sees everything. He's higher than us. He's the only one higher than us. None of us humans are higher than each other. You know, and I hate when people say, I strongly suggest you do this or I suggest you do that. That sounds like narcissistic control. That doesn't sound like support. This person made 2 comments on my channel, but none of them went through. Yeah, so, I mean, not that I have to tell anybody, but I finished reading the book of Amos, a few hours ago. And I was hungry, and I ate the last of those little peanut butter crackers in the middle of the night. So it's like I've been having difficulty dealing with my anxiety lately. And it's like the perps, they're probably in the fusion centers laughing at me because they figured that they're nearly succeeding at getting me to crack. They're trying to get me to crack. And they're rubbing their fingers, betting and hoping that I will crack. And have a they're counting on me. It's like they're excited to see a mental breakdown. They're hoping. I mean, they're hoping for me to have a mental breakdown pretty soon. And I mean, I know that I'm emotionally weak and freaking tired. And being sleep deprived, personal experience plus I read it too that it make you hypersensitive. I mean, it make you more. I'm already hypersensitive without the sleep deprivation, but it makes you intensifies you being hypersensitive with everything. Your mind can't even process right. So if I'm sleep deprived and they think the narcissistic fake TI perps think I should just ignore everything. And it's like, being sleep deprived, you're extra irritable and snappy and stuff like that, And I noticed that the canned food that I've been eating lately hasn't helped me sleep. But the fresh pears that I had, they were sweet, good, and juicy. And they helped me sleep. So they helped me have some sleep. But me being homeless on the streets, it's difficult for me to have, if I carry more than one bag, I get treated like obvious homeless and get treated with more cruelty and discrimination. So that's one of the reasons why I don't carry food. Or else if I have to go to the store every day. But I've been trying to get like $5 or $10 meals, at restaurants or the mall. I stay away from fast food. And I don't even eat burgers that much anymore like I used to. There's a place where I would get free pizza, but I don't even take advantage of that a lot because for health reasons is why I can't take advantage of eating that pizza all the time. So I haven't had that pizza in a long time, and I seldom get to have that pizza. So you know, but it's really good because I love barbecue chicken pizza. You know, but it's like being a targeted individual, positive and negative things are used against you in a negative way. Um, you say something or express something positive and good, the person will make sure they ruin it. You have a problem with something, they will make your problem worse. And I'm frustrated that other so-called real targeted individuals don't believe me or take me seriously when they purposely choose to ignore my evidence of my gang stalking and then tell me, stop doing. I know I do a video however long I feel I need to, and however many videos. I mean, I got videos on my timeline of some people doing several videos a day. And and they do videos all day and it's monetized and they have a roof over their head. You know, and I have to scream louder to say that I post a lot of videos for my protection and also for my subscribers, to be ensured that I'm okay. But I hate how I say things or show things and they have their minds. I can't make people, but they purposely have their minds made up to believe what they want about me. So, this video right here is my documentation of the DJ guy abusing and harassing me. Whatever your real name is, you know. But he talks like he act like he thinks he has God's power and authority. And some people who reject Jesus Christ, they will mock and laugh at you and be like, well, if your God is so powerful, why won't he free you from being targeted? But the new age false Christians, like the Pentecostals and the Word of Faith movement and stuff like that, they'll try to make like if you tithe your money and God will bless you and nothing but good things will happen. Nowhere in the Bible says that. But people believe those false doctrines. And I know that I have said before that I have backslid because of the spiritual abuse from Tracy Broadhurst and Lisa Ruby. And I have been trying to get back closer to God, reading the Bible more often and trying to make a way to get to pray more often. Now, I still haven't been praying enough, but I've been praying lately, but not enough. But I've been reading the Bible more often better, trying to get back into that mode of disciplining myself to get stronger in the Lord. In Amos 8 and 11, I think it was 8 and 11 or was it 8 and 13? Somewhere in that area was talking about, the famine in the land, and the famine of the word of God. And about how people would, you know, try to go seek the word of God and not be there, because famine of not of hunger and thirst or food and drink, but more like, you know, hunger for the word of God. And I know I have to think about that more, and it's like there was a point before the ordeal with Miss Lisa and Miss Tracy. I was praising God more strongly and worshiping Him, and it's kind of weird because like I I mean I was zealous at one point, very zealous. Is that the right word? Zealous and fervent, and And so it's like, um, I'm, have the desire to be, be better and stuff, you know, but it's like they mark their parameters to make sure to block me from, and they do it to all of us targeted individuals, trying to block us from our dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and trying to block us from any success, and then blame us for our lack of success, and make like we're such a pathetic loser, you know. So I know that what DJ is doing is wrong. When shit's Yuck 10K, Stars 15K, what she's doing is wrong. Any other you narcissistic perps, y'all are wrongdoers. I know all mankind is a wrongdoer, but y'all doing intentional, just y'all not just slipping and making mistakes and with sins, but y'all are intentional, just evil people, you know. And like if you're a targeted individual, the narcissistic perps, if you're a targeted Christian, the narcissistic perps will try to mock your faith in Jesus Christ. And, the pure and undefiled religion is not a cult. But, all those denominations and other cults out there, that's what's a cult. But, DJ, whatever you believe in, I bet you it's a cult. You know, so, you know, um, it's like you actually make a threat to have me discredited in the TI community when you're the one who's fake. You ever heard that expression, real recognize real? And the Bible says you will know them by their fruits. But then I show y'all my proof of being targeted. Now, y'all condemned me before for not having enough evidence or any evidence. But now I'm putting out my evidence and you want to call me fake. But I'm not allowed to call anybody fake. You know, DJ, is you the one who's fake. Cause you trying to play both sides. And you talk like a nigga with no money. I mean, with not even a lot of money. You talk like you don't even have, like you like you ain't even. I know you're not even rich like that unless you you're a mason and you probably blood sacrifice somebody. You know, so you wicked as hell. I mean, and you don't want to show your face because I know you got demon eyes. I know got a demon face. I know you a demon in the flesh, a devil in the flesh. You know, you actually encouraging me to deny Jesus and then open my third eye. You evil right there. How is that giving me sound advice? You know, if you were really trying to help me and give me sound advice, you would give me advice and biblical encouragement. You would give me biblical encouragement without trying to condemn me and try to, kick me down and, try to tear me down and stuff like that. You would give me biblical encouragement to help me grow in faith. And that's a lot of problem with these so-called Christians. They pervert the Bible scriptures to justify being judgmental, cruel, and abusive, and kick people down and condemn them, and then eventually turn them away from Jesus Christ. And y'all be something like modern day Pharisees. Y'all some modern day Pharisees, and then try to say, well, the Bible commands us to judge. The Bible commands us to do this. No. And then y'all go around and do the same thing you condemn me for. Like as if y'all have a license to do it. A license to be a hypocrite. But I'm gonna stop right here. I'm done. And gonna try to get me some sleep. And again, And that's what they want to say, well, all you do is just beg. I did a video begging for a job, no response yet. But I was trying to ask for, any help to get to stay here longer because it's going to have some more cold and rainy nights. My information is in the description box if anybody wants to help me out. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not breaking the law for asking for help to stay safe, warm, and dry. I'm not breaking the law, and God knows what we're going through. Covetousness in this, if you're begging as a sin or whatever, if you just lazy and don't want to do anything with your life. But God sees and knows that I'm blacklisted in a lot of other targeted individuals. But I see a lot of y'all profess targeted individuals. Y'all have a job, car, and roof over y'all head and stuff like that. But y'all say some of y'all still are being harassed. But I would prefer a job, an independent job where I can work by myself. A job other than, I prefer having a job over living off of SSI and Social Security any day. That way I can be guilt free and, just doing what the hell I want with my money without having to owe the state, or the government an answer for what I'm doing with my money, And I don't do anything bad, with my Social Security or SSI. It's just that I just wish that, I don't want people, I don't want, for Social Security, to have, that much control of me. If I work for my own money and I pay my bills, and then I can do whatever I want with, with the rest of with money that I work for, without having to have these certain guidelines on how to spend your money, or if I get food stamps, have certain guidelines on what you can and can't spend it on. Even though I do follow the guidelines and the law, I never go out of, I never abuse whatever Social Security or anything like that, or food stamp, whatever assistance I've gotten, but they have had narcissistic users who try to use and take advantage of me. And in the past, they have tried to manipulate me into, breaking the food stamp rules and stuff like that, a couple of times, you know. So it's like they want to try to set you up, and then you're in trouble and not them. But they try, and now that I'm older and wiser and less naive than when I was younger and learned from a lot of mistakes and experiences, now y'all hate that because you, like, how you tell me to be mature and grow up, but then you expect to try to control me like a total puppet on a string. And you act like as if I'm crazy for standing up against you being acting like a tyrant. Y'all are tyrants. So now they trying to make my stomach is hurting. I'm just so scared. And how come y'all deserve a roof over y'all head and a car and all these nice things? I have a bachelor's degree and was blacklisted from employment before I even graduated from high school. Even 2003, fighting around for a job, feeling in despair, couldn't get a job nowhere. Y'all ought to know how frustrating, like, y'all ought to know my struggle and understand my struggles. Why y'all trying to purpose? Are y'all mind controlled? Are y'all MK Ultra into hating my guts and acting like you don't take me seriously? So let me go. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for being supportive. I love y'all. And I prefer to not have to beg or ask for any money. But again, exposing gang stalking activity, that's not complaining. But, it's like, I don't think that God will punish a targeted individual asking for help knowing that they're blacklisted, male or female. I don't think that if you're blacklisted and can't get a job anywhere, because y'all doing the blacklisting, y'all work for Satan, y'all Satanists. And and another thing, being a quote unquote mental patient, you're blacklisted from society. I mean, blacklisted from employment if you're labeled a mental patient, especially if you're targeted and labeled a mental patient. You can't get a job nowhere. People who been in jail or prison, I see them come straight out of jail or straight out of prison and get a job and nice car, nice everything. And then people make it like as if I didn't play my cards right. Well, but y'all never showed me how to get out of this predicament. And it's like nobody wants to. I mean, they expect all these jobs. And they don't show you any training or skills, and they expect you to already be experienced with things. I mean, so like I already know how to wash dishes, but why do I need 3 years experience to wash dishes? You know. But I'm gonna go now. Thanks for if any help to keep me out the nasty weather. And I'm begging, I'm asking. Yeah, I'm begging, but I don't have a sinister motive behind my begging. I'm gonna use it for extra stay here plus any food. That's all. Or if I need more soap or something like that. Soap, too. Well, I already have toothbrushes, but soap, toiletries, and more toilet paper, stuff like that. I don't take the money and go, money donated to me and say, oh, I'm gonna use it for a hotel room, and then go buy like nice shoes or something like that. I don't abuse, and I never did abuse the money that was donated to me. In fact, last June, a guy from France, when I was being bullied and abused so much and falsely accused of trying to scam and get over on people by the fake TI perps who don't want me to get help, a guy from France sent me $214 and encouraged me to do freely what I wanted to do. Guess what I did with the money? More hotel room. Because that's all I was able to do. So I keep saying I'm gonna go, and I'm still here. So it's been made to feel like as if I'm sinning by doing several videos or long videos. Not all my videos are very long. And some videos I'd be like, well, I know I don't want to take up y'all precious time. So, watch whatever you're free to watch. Watch, whatever you got time for or whatever you want to. I never said that you had to watch all of my videos. But then the narcissistic perps who want to sit back and watch everything, I guess it makes things more difficult for them. The fact that, but they just want to try to silence me and try to make me be quiet. That's all. Because I got people on my feed, on my subscription feed, that they can do long videos and do several videos a day. YouTube does not, YouTube is not going to punish me or strike me. But you think you're younger than me and think you have the authority to make certain rules for me. Because you don't want me to talk about you don't want me to talk about targeting. And then y'all narcissistic fake TI perps try to bully, harass, and lecture me and falsely accusing me of making myself. Y'all like try to falsely accuse me of discrediting myself when y'all start slander, rumors, false rumors, slander, and lies. And y'all all huddled together. fake TI perp cult community full of demons who falsely delusionally believe that y'all are God's chosen 144,000. Because if you felt like I was chosen, then, or have the light, then you wouldn't be treating me like everything I do or say is wrong and like I'm a failure and stuff, you know. So you're not gonna get me to sell out. I'll say it again, you're not gonna get me to sell out. You're not gonna get me to turn to the dark side. You know, but you want to say that we are a moron for refusing to sell out, and were we stupid for wanting to go to heaven, or at least having that wish or desire, even though none of us are perfect enough, or none of us are worthy or deserving. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And Jesus has, his arms open for grace for all of us. And y'all making it like as if me talking about the Bible is talking more crazy talk, and your mom can laugh at that. And some of y'all say that y'all Christian as well. And then y'all perping me, but act like you want to try to tell me what the Bible says. But whatever light you have in your eyes is gone. Y'all walking dead. Y'all are demons in the flesh. I'm still human.